How's it going, everybody? For today's beer review, we're going to be taking a look at Smuttynose Brewing Company's Big A IPA, an Imperial IPA. So this will be my very first brew from Smuttynose Brewing Company. Now, these guys have some really crazy artwork. As you can see by the label here, it's like a really old school boxer. And all of their stuff has got like people on the front, like a lot of it does. And like I said, I've never had anything from them before, but this is their Big A IPA. I figured a double would be a good starting point to, I'm not going to say judge the brewery, but kind of get an idea of what they're all about. This beer comes in at 9.5% alcohol by volume, and I only know that because they printed it on the bottle, which is strange. I've never seen a brewery do that. What's not strange, and what I do like, though, is that they have a Best By date. Best By April 20th of 2015, so we're right in the sweet spot for this beer. Very fresh. It says at the top, "Make mine a smutty." A smutty. Brewing fine beers in NH since 1994. Good God. NH. Why can't I think of what NH stands for? I'm gonna look stupid. Whatever. And the information on the back just says, "Come visit our brewery and restaurant at Toledo Farm in Hampton, New Hampshire." I'm so stupid. And check us out online at smuttynose.com for events, releases, and great merchandise in our e-store. As always, thanks for saying, "Make mine a smutty." Alright, so pretty interesting. Not really a commercial description so much as just a little plug for their brew pub, but that's cool. I'm going to be drinking this out of my Dogfish Head branded IPA glass. So without further ado, let's get the cap off of here carefully, because I don't have a Smuttynose Brewing Company cap on my mini fridge yet. Alrighty, the cap is off. Does it say anything inside? No, it does not. Straight out, the color pours. Not as dark as I was expecting. Right out of the bottle, it's kind of a orange-tinged clear gold. I'm going to give this a bit of an aggressive pour there at the end. Not too terribly much head potential. That's to be expected with the ABV being as high as it is. Although with it being an IPA, I still would have liked a little bit more head than that. Holding this one up into the light, the color itself is none too impressive. It's just kind of a hazy gold color. Looks like a standard domestic brew, maybe with a little bit of a tinge of orange. If you want to know what this looks like in color, it reminds me of Lagunitas Little Something Ale. I know it's a strange kind of color to pull out of your head, but that's kind of what this is reminding me of. Forming about a half finger of bright white, quickly subsiding head. Not too terribly impressive as far as appearance goes. Let's give it a smell. There's definitely a rich malty backbone on this, with caramel notes. And it's kind of overpowering the hops. There's definitely some hops there, but it's mostly just this rich malt and caramel that makes it smell like it's gone bad. Like, not bad as in like rotten, but a malt bomb. It's like it's sat too long. But they're saying to drink this by April 20th, and we're barely into March, so, I mean, I don't see why it would smell this bad. I can only imagine it's intended to be smelling this way. I don't know, man. It just smells really sweet and heavy and like thick caramel and malt. Not much hops going on at all. I'm not getting any kind of like grapefruit or pineapple or peach or mango or anything you'd expect from a double. So, it's not really doing many favors for me as far as the smell goes either. But let's give it a taste and see if it can make a comeback. It doesn't... It's weird. It just tastes like a sweet beer with a touch of hops on it at the very end of it. It's not nasty. It doesn't really taste like an IPA to me. It's just a very sweet, beery beer taste. It's just that kind of plain, beer taste. Quite boozy, with a little sprinkling of bittering hops, but not enough. Not too good. Not too good. It's such a strange sensation the way that this tastes. It's almost like drinking a slightly bitter alcoholic simple syrup. Just real sweet liquid with alcohol in it and some kind of bitter hops. Not doing it for me. Really not caring for that too terribly much. Really by any means. Not as a double, not as a session. It's just not a good IPA in my opinion. Unfortunately, I have 3 of them left too, so maybe I'll see if some friends like them, and if they want to give them a shot, I'll let them have them, or we can trade or something. As far as a rating goes, not too good. In the style, I'd have to give it like a 40 because it's not a very good representation at all of the double IPA style. As far as my own personal rating for this beer goes, I'd give it like a 50 maybe. It's not like disgusting tasting, it's not nasty tasting, but it's not good. Not a good beer in my opinion. So that has been my review of Smuttynose Brewing Company's Big A IPA. I think, sometimes you have breweries who are good at doing everything, like Founders, Stone for the most part. And then sometimes you have breweries who need to pick one territory or the other. Kind of like in my own personal opinion, I'm probably stepping on some toes with this, but I don't think Great Divide really has any business messing around with IPAs. They just seem like they need to stick to their porters and their heavy barley wines, if they have any, I don't know, and stouts for sure with their Yeti line. It seems like that's their comfort zone. Smuttynose may be the same way. I'm going to give them another chance because they do have a bit of a reputation, but I don't think I'm going to try another IPA or Pale Ale or something like that from them. I would probably give a porter or a stout or an imperial stout a try from them, but as far as IPA, this one at least goes, it's not doing it for me. So my advice is steer clear if you see this one. Don't get suckered into it. That's been my review of Smuttynose Big A IPA. Hope you guys enjoyed the beer review as always. Hopefully we'll have a better one next time. And as always, stay tuned for the next beer review.